Hi everyone, this is Aruna, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In my lecture series today, we're going to see about the asset properties in database management system. This is a very important point while going for an OLATP. That is an online transactional processing. All your structured query language, it can be supported the asset properties. But here we all the data must be in a table structure or a schema structure. If you're going for a unschema or schema-less architecture, definitely it will not be supported. If you're going over here, definitely it must support like this. There is a 4 property. So in the name itself, we are having a ACID. Your database or a table must be an atomicity. Your database must be a consistency. It must be an isolator, and also we must be a durability. So first we can see atomicity. So here atomicity is nothing but it must take only a 2 transaction. If it is possible, it will take the transaction. And also you are said that it is not possible to complete this particular process. There is some strug intermediately. There is some interference between the while transferring the thing. Definitely it should not be taken. So this is 2 cases we are going for atomicity. Why we are going for an atomicity? To avoid the unnecessary failure or unnecessary error. So if you're going for a transaction, your transaction failure at the intermediate during the gateway period while reaching the server, definitely in one certain account, the amount can be debited. So once it is roll back to the thing only, you can able to return back your account amount from that particular gateway to your account. Is it right? So in this case only we are saying entire transaction must be taken place or it must not taken place. If I did this thing, definitely we can say our database is a consistent database. Second thing is a C. C for consistency. Always, if you're doing any changes, any update in the database, definitely that particular transaction must be updated in your database. That is a second condition, that is a consistency, both before and after. The next thing is isolation. Because if you're going for a real-time application, so many people can be transacted at the same time. So in this case, a bank is one of the example in that at a particular time, multiple interaction can be multiple transaction can occur. Everything can done at a independently without the inference with the other one. So that particular concept can be called it as a isolation. If you're taking real-time example in a bank account, is there a single person can access at the same time? No, multiple user can use that particular server at the same time. If I go for a single user at the same time, it will take too much amount of time. So only it support the isolation property. The last one is a D for a durability. So that is nothing but the lifetime of the particular transaction or a schedule only we can call it as a durability. Simple example, we are saying it is a, what is the durability of the battery? That is nothing but the lifetime of the battery. Similar way, in that particular transaction, how much amount of time can be in an active state. That is between the open and close. So that particular time only we can call it as a durability. Even if the system failure also, it will return back to your home page. So in that place also we can able to see the durability of that particular schedule or a transaction. So this can be called it as an asset property. Next, we're going to see one by one. First, we can see about the atomicity. I said that it will done, all the transaction must be taken place or it should not taken place any transaction. So that can be called it as an atomicity. So for that only I am giving the definition. Either all operation of the transaction are properly reflected in the database or none can be done in the database. Similarly, for example, here I gave you the 2 accounts. One is A, another one is a B. Before debit an account, in A account, it will have a 30 rupees. After debiting the thing, it is a 10. Available balance is 20. Here in my account or A account, your amount is debited successfully. But intermediate processor, while going for a partial execution, your execution can be terminated. Your execution can be terminated. In this case, there is a credit failure. How it can be called? Before it is a 100, it need to debit 100, but available balance is 100. Why it can say it is a credit failure? Because intermediately, it can return back some software or a hardware failure. Here, there is no atomicity because here the termination can be completed at the middle of the transaction. So only saying I'm saying here there is no atomicity. So according to the atomicity property, either all transaction must be taken place or none of the things should not be taken place. So because here only a partial part of the transaction has been completed. So only we are saying there is no atomicity between the A and B because my execution is terminated intermediately, but there is a consistent database. Is it clear? If it is a atomicity means the entire transaction can be taken place. If it is a atomicity means here it will have 110. Available balance is 110. But here it is a credit failure. So your available balance is at 100 rupees. So this particular property only we can call it as a atomicity. Only one thing you can keep in your mind, either all transaction must be taken place or none of the thing can be taken place. If it is none of the thing also get no atomicity, that is a none means a no atomicity. If it is a no atomicity, definitely your database must be a consistent. Is it clear? So because that doesn't do any operate, here it is debitor, but it will not be credited over here because during method it is an international. Again, it is unsuccessful. Again, roll back to my home page. So your amount will be redebited, recredited to your account A itself. So this particular property only we can call it as a asset properties. In my next video, we're going to see the C, I, and D. That is a consistency, isolation, durability along with this type of an example. Thank you for watching my video.